Welcome to John's Gold and Silver. All right, hopefully this will go better than the last one. All right, yeah, let's just focus in on. Looks like gold is actually going back down now a little bit. So yeah, gold's down $74. It was really popping up earlier. But yeah. The gold price is going to find a bottom somewhere. Oil price dropping. What's up, guys? Feel free to speak up if you want. Say hi. I'll just say hello right back to you. So gold 4,411 right now. The markets are rebounding today, big time, big rebound. Because Trump made a statement about Iran. He said that they have been having talks and it's going well. So gives investors the green light. Guys, it's all manipulated. But yeah, it's fun to watch. I wonder what's going to happen next. How low is silver going to go? You know, this is an amazing thing. Silver was just $120. People know the potential of silver now. Remember when people said that silver can't go past 50? It's never going to go past 50. Well, now people know it can. And I think that's going to give a lot of people the idea of there is no limit. I think now the $120 silver top, or 121, it's going to get taken out at some point soon. People know that it can go way higher. Because silver got to $121 an ounce, and we didn't even have that much inflation. We don't even have low interest rates. The interest rates are not that low. And silver still got to 120. Okay? What happens when the interest rates go to zero? Silver can go to 500. Okay? That's why a lot of people think silver can go to 300 to $500 per ounce. So, yes, 300 to 500 per ounce. What's up? If you're new here, like the stream. Got 2 people watching right now. It would really help me out. It helps out starving YouTubers. Hit that like button, guys. We follow the markets, gold and silver especially. That's what I'm mostly about. stacking silver, stacking gold, platinum. Also, I like copper and nickel. Commodities is one of the best places to be, guys, for sure. Commodities are the best. There's not going to be a whole lot of people watching. Most of my people watch at between 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock, I think. But we should still have a few more people joining up, guys. So hit that like button. Nice to meet you, guys, if you're new here. Good to meet you. Very good to meet you. So if we take a look over at the stock markets, we take a look at the stock markets, the Dow is up 888 points. So about 2%. Not bad. The S&P 500 is up and the NASDAQ is up as well. So you see oil falling. This is very bullish because it means now that the economy might not collapse. As long as we can get, now, yeah, there's going to be this prevailing belief now. As long as we can get the oil price down, everything's going to be totally fine. It's not going to collapse. But in reality, I kind of think that we are headed for an economic collapse. Either way, oil could be the trigger that ignites it. But if oil comes down, then I think we'll be good for a little bit longer. Okay, a little bit longer. Yeah, we could see another major rally in the stock market. So another big rally could be coming. And many people that I follow and trust, such as Todd Bubba Horwitz, he believes that oil is a great short right now. So far, he's right. Okay, there's no guarantee that he's going to continue to be right, but so far, that's right. And oil could certainly pull back down into the 70s. Before the war started, I thought oil could possibly go down to $30 or $40 a barrel because of we're going into a recession. And but you know, the war changed that, and that could still happen. So if the war can subside somehow, and it could, oil crash back down, oil come way down, making it a lot easier for people to afford energy. Oil is down to 87.75 today, way down. 87.75. Dow back up 900 points. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Oh, gold's down 91 now. Man, is gold going to head back down? Gold crashed. Oh, I just got a notification. Bitcoin is back up. Over 70,000. Bitcoin's coming back up, guys. Remember to share this video, hit the like button. So it's already 11:50. We're going into the a-hole hour. That's what it's called, from 12 o'clock to 1. That's what the stock traders call it, the a-hole hour, because that's when they go on lunch and there's less action, less volume from a lot of the bigger players and bigger traders. And you can often see a drop-off in prices from 12 to 1 or so. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens heading into the a-hole hour, okay? But yes, gold is at 4,404. So we fell 1,200 from the peak. But that peak on gold, there's going to be a bigger peak, okay? Trust me, there's going to be more peaks. All right, guys, hit that like button. Come on, guys, let's go. You can do it. You can do it. Like the video. Come on, guys. Jeez. crickets today. You guys can't even like a simple video. They're not liking the video just to make me mad. I know. Okay, we got one. We got a like. Thank you. Some of you guys, you just want to see me get mad. So you strategically don't like it, and you hope that I get pissed. And yes, usually I do. Okay. What do you see the silver and gold by 2030? Ooh, that's a great question. I mean, that is the time frame that we are preparing for. We are buying silver and gold right now so that by 2030, you know, I expect significantly higher prices. How much higher exactly? You know, nobody really knows, but I think gold's going to blow away 5,600. By 2030, I think gold could be over 10,000. Okay? Over 10. And silver should be in that range, between 2 to 500. Okay? You know, Michael Oliver, his range is between 3 and 500. I'll just say it'll be between 2 to 500 probably by 2030. So, you know, I expect to take profit by then. I expect by 2030, I'll be able to trade some of my silver for a house. Because by 2030, I think the housing market will come down and the silver market will skyrocket because this inflation is going to start to hit. The government, they really, you know, they're in the process of lowering interest rates. And what we are seeing right now with they say that they're going to hike rates, they're going to hike the interest rates. I think that's manipulation. Okay? I think interest rates are going to have to come down. If the interest rates go up, the U.S. can't service its debt. We're going to go into debt even more. So I think the interest rates will come down. I don't believe this garbage. Oh, they're going to hike the interest rates. No. I still think that they could cut the interest rates more in 2026. Okay? So I don't believe what they are saying. I don't believe gold is going to keep dropping and silver is going to keep dropping. It's going to find a floor here soon. Okay? Could be very soon. Gold and silver could find a bottom within a couple of weeks. Okay? And then if you're smart enough, you're going to buy it. You know, or I bought some today. That's right. I just bought AGQ and SOFI. Okay? AGQ is basically like paper leverage silver. Basically, it's a freaking good way to make a lot of money if silver is going up. Okay? This thing went from $35 to $400. And then I panic sold. Okay? Guys, what is the best thing about paper silver? You can panic sell. You can't really panic sell your bullion. I don't even have my bullion in my house. It's not even here. So I can't even panic sell it if I wanted to. And even if I did, you got to find someone that's willing to buy it during a freaking panic, you know? So I panic sold my AGQ. Now, panic selling is not always bad. Sometimes it can help preserve wealth during a major crash. Okay? Like we just had. I'm very bullish on silver. Yeah, silver's taking off today a little bit actually, but not that much. He says another comment about inflation. Yeah. Thanks for saying some stuff, okay? What's your name? Goated 6X. Maybe you're a motorcycle rider or something like that. That's my guess. But silver, 68.44 here. This is a good level to start buying for sure. If you don't have any silver, you could make an initial purchase. I would rather have you buy here than buy at 80 or 90 or 100. Because if you buy it down here, there's still a risk of it going lower. They could still keep this manipulation going. They could even raise the rates. But yeah, see guys, we're not bluffing. We're going to raise the rates and we'll do it again. You know, it's all nonsense from Jerome Powell. I'm telling you, it's all nonsense. Jerome Powell, Trump, they're all working together to manipulate everything. The Democrats, Republicans, they're on the same team. Okay, like the politicians. Okay, they're all on the same team, and they're deceiving most people. I would say that 85%, maybe less, maybe yeah, I would say that 85% of Americans are deceived by the politicians. Like they actually believe what's happening and they believe what the politicians say. But it's all nonsense. It's all just like it's all nonsense. It's a political reality TV show. The inflation will happen. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, I'll tell you what this is. It's the dollar's last stand. Okay, there's more in depth that I don't even know, but there's reasons that they want to try to pump the dollar one last time, maybe for insiders to short it or whatever, to get out of one last chance at getting out of their dollar positions. Who knows? But the inflation will come. I don't believe that it's going to stop. The government has no control. They're going to keep spending and spending and spending. That's why they created the system that they have, so they can keep creating money and funnel it towards the wealthy. And the rich keep getting richer and the poor get poorer. But Potlick's bunch of BS. Yeah. Potlicks. That means it's bullshit. Yeah, it's all manipulation. Yeah, I mean, yes, the war is really happening, but I think a lot of it, the insiders know what's going to happen before it happens, and Trump is just manipulating everything. He's trying to keep the world guessing, so that the big players can get positioned and make money. We're talking hundreds and hundreds of billions. I was thinking, I do that sometimes. I bet you a couple of years from now, they're going to find out that they were manipulating the silver markets, okay? That they made it crash. And somebody's going to get sued over this. I got a feeling, okay? Why? Because it's happened before. History often repeats itself, okay? We're going to hear in a couple of years the silver market was manipulated. They found out that the reason it fell from 120 is because it was manipulated, and someone's going to get a fine. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. They're going to try to shake people out. All right, guys. I'll tell you, even I'm getting scared. I'm a little bit nervous, I don't like to lose money, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go dumping all my silver stocks, and I'm definitely not selling any silver. So yeah, even I get scared. It's normal to be a little bit fearful and go into a hiding mode when you're losing money, and you want to stop investing or something. But no, I'm going to keep on investing. I just bought stock today. Okay. And yeah, silver might go down more. I'm ready. Okay, I'm going to buy. I bought 100 shares of SOFI, SoFi Technologies. Okay? SOFI, about 100 shares. And AGQ. I bought 10 more shares. Okay? I told you guys that I bought 10 shares of AGQ a couple days ago. I just bought 10 more. So I added 20 more. Okay? So I pumped another $2,000 into AGQ. Okay? And if the price of silver falls more, I'm going to put $5,000 in it. I will. If silver goes to $50, I'm going to put $5,000. And I'll do it right on camera. Okay? Because I'm not playing around. I'm not playing, guys. This is why I panic sold AGQ at frickin' $375. so that I could buy it back lower if the worst of the worst happened. Okay? And it did. We got the worst of the worst. We got the huge crash. So I'm going to be buying, guys. And remember, guys, I'm taking losses too. If you guys are invested in gold and silver and you're taking losses, I am too. Okay? Sure, I made a little bit at the top. I told you guys to trim off some of the profit. When silver and gold were flying up there, I said it's not wrong to take a profit, and I said I was trimming off a little bit. I told you that in some of my lives. I told you I was selling a little bit of a couple of stocks, options. Mostly I sold my options because those will expire worthless. So I sold my options and I made well over $10,000. And now I have some of that money that I can buy silver. I hope if silver drops, good. Okay. Took a major hit at 4,100 today. Yeah, that was crazy. Gold dropped $375 for an ounce within hours. Dude, I was panicking. Last night at work, I was working last night, and I saw that at 6 o'clock, gold started to tank, and I was panicking. And at the same time, I was making sandwiches. I was like, oh man, shoot, I'm going to lose some money now. So it's never fun, no. But I kept thinking in my head. I was like, it's a battle. Got to stay strong. I just kept telling myself, life is a battle. There's going to be bad days like today, like yesterday when I was losing big money. It's like, there's going to be bad days. It's a battle. And I said, don't let Satan win, you know? Do not let Satan win. Satan is so happy right now that I'm losing some money on gold stocks and my silver and gold. Satan thinks that that's going to get me to turn from God. He thinks that just because I'm angry, it's going to make me get closer to Satan. No, not at all. Not at all, Satan. Okay? Nope. Have a little bit of this today. Perfect food. It's like wheatgrass juice, barley grass, probiotics, enzymes. And I'm going to put some amino acids in there too. I get some aminos. Almost had him. That's right, brother. He woke up to a huge slap in the face. But now it's coming back. Silver is 68 right now. 68 bucks per ounce. And gold is down 115. It's going down again. This is gonna get wild, guys. You can't let it get to you too much. You always got to keep your sanity when the crashes are happening, okay? Stick to the plan. Stick to the original plan, which is that I believe the stock market is going to go higher. I believe gold and silver are going to go higher. I believe commodities are one of the best places to be. So I'm going to be buying more commodity stocks like Woodside Energy, WDS, okay? WDS. I would expect to pull down though in that one actually. I think it's going to pull back down. But it's a really good stock if you're in it for the long run, okay? Petro Brazil, PBR. That thing's dropping like a rock today, okay? I'm sure it is. I haven't looked really, but I think it's dropping because oil's dropping. But that still is a good long-term stock. Oil is going to go very, very high. But it's pulling back right now because of the de-escalation. Yeah, oil might pull back down for a year and a half. Okay? I'm telling you the truth. It could come back down here for a year and a half. Or less. But in the next 3 or 5 years, I think oil is going to go way over 150 a barrel. Way over. Just because of the inflation that's headed our way. This war is going to magnify inflation. And the longer it goes on, the more bullish that is for gold, silver, and oil long term. Okay? And also the cryptos. Do not forget about crypto. It has some of the most leveraged gains possible, okay, from where we're at in the cycle. I still think crypto could go lower, but I'll be buying every dip. Trust me, guys, I'm not going to miss a dip. I'll buy every one, all right? I ain't scared, and you shouldn't be either. Okay. But yeah, it's getting a little scary, yes, okay? I am a little bit scared, but you got to stay true to your plan, all right? Even if you're scared, even if you're a coward, like many people are, you say, oh, no, I'm losing money. No, stick to the plan. Keep on investing, okay? I don't think that the major top has come in the stock market. I think that there could still be one more major top. And crypto, certainly crypto is going to go higher, okay? This is just a lot of fear. Every time that we have seen this happen, all this fear, the stock market has still gone higher. Okay? I'll get you next time, God believer, and your little... He says, God believer. Almost had him. All right, Ant. Yes, I'm a God believer. Okay? How else do you think that the universe began? Everything that has a beginning has a cause. The man, the myth, the legend, John. Thanks, dude. Good to see you, William Capone. Yeah, thanks for the comments and everything. I see you put in some of the comments on the channel. I'm just watching gold and silver right now. I was trying to get cheaper car insurance, but it didn't work. But everything will be okay. It's all going to work out. All right. So, Dow was now up 714 today. See, we are, like I said, we're in the a-hole hour. So this is when the markets usually can drift downwards a little bit from 12 to 1. That can happen. Always supporting the channel. Yep, William Capone. It's good to have you here as a member now, as a moderator, for sure. Thanks for being a moderator and helping out with that. I'm not sure if I'm going to go back to bed for an hour or what. So I just wanted to get up and touch base with you guys about what's going on. Here we have a headline: stocks higher after Trump touts very good talks with Iran. Very good. Whatever that means. Even as Iranians cast doubt. Guys, by now, look at that. It's a seed. That's what you call a weed seed. A little bit of hemp. It's good for you. It could have made me choke. I'll clean that up later. It felt sharp. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, guys, but I just feel like maybe I should go to bed, and then when I wake up, then we'll see a little bit more action, okay? Oil has fallen 770. You know? Why markets will remain volatile even if investors see some relief from the selling. I don't pay too much attention to headlines. They're designed to manipulate you, but I don't know what else to do. Just read a few headlines. Barrick Gold, 37.50. We're still holding decently strong on Barrick Gold stock. I predicted that Barrick would go to $50. I didn't sell any. I got over 100 shares. I didn't sell any. I'm holding Barrick for probably the next 20 years. Okay? For real. I'll be holding Barrick Gold probably for 20, 30 years. And then hopefully I'll be living off the dividends because I'm going to keep on buying it for 20, 30 years. Okay? That's what you got to do. You got to have a long-term investing strategy. You can have a short-term strategy too. But lately, I've really been getting into my long-term strategy because I'm like so busy at work and I don't really have that much time for day trading, which is more short-term. So I'm really focused on adding to long-term positions just because I don't really have time to day trade. I'm just way too busy with YouTube, my personal training, which I haven't even gotten to in over 15 days. It's ridiculous. But I'm going to do that tomorrow. I wanted to make new channels. I'm going to make 3 or 4 different YouTube channels. This is going to be my main channel for the investing. But I'm going to start a bodybuilding channel and a crypto channel too. Bodybuilding, crypto, and then I'm going to do like a product review channel. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have this my main channel, a bodybuilding channel. It'll be like bodybuilding and fitness. I don't know what I'm going to name it. I was going to name it John's Fitness, something stupid like that. John's Fitness. I guess the name doesn't matter that much. I've seen stupid named channels do well, you know. But I could just have a John's branding, John's Gold and Silver, John's Fitness, John's Bodybuilding. It'll be my own brand. I don't know if that's a good idea. Probably not. There's probably 1,000 better ideas that I can't think of. And if I could think of one, then I might think it's a bad idea and never use it. I just can't win. I saw there was some snow today. But it's not snowing anymore. There was just a few flurries. So I might take my motorcycle. Probably ride the bike today to work. Just because it saves. My car is not really good. But yes, sir. Yeah. Plus, this channel is dead, so I'm gonna start working on some new channels. I'm still gonna post on this channel, and hopefully it wakes up. The algorithm will wake up. But I'm gonna do like 1 video a week or something. But it's gonna be a better video. Maybe I'll do that. Well, if I actually had time to do that, I'd do Patreon videos first. I'll just do what I can do, okay? No promises. No promises. Dang, we only got 3 people watching. We are totally shadow banned. I don't even think it's recommending my videos to my own members. I think they got us. They got us good. But whatever. I'm just going to have to go to bed and wake up and deal with it when I wake up. I think that's what I'm going to do. Markets ain't even really moving much now. bottom line is we're going to find some new ranges and some new trading ranges in the markets in gold and silver. Some have suggested that silver is going to trade between 65 and 70. And I think that's a realistic range. I think that the price of silver is going to find a lot of support. Right now, I just don't like that the premiums are still high. If you take a look at silver for sale, the premiums are still Let's take a look at the premiums on a 1 ounce of silver, okay? The bodybuilding channel will be huge. I think it could be. It could. You know. Damn it. The bodybuilding channel could be huge because I'm not going to be talking about politics. I'm not going to be talking about anything that can get us banned. Okay? Like here, if I talk about the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and how evil they are, we get shadow banned for sure. So that's why it doesn't recommend my videos across the internet. But on my bodybuilding channel, I'm just going to keep it only bodybuilding. So I think there's a good chance that it could do good. Okay? I'm going to start working on it soon. I'm going to start working on the bodybuilding channel tomorrow. I got to go to work today. But definitely tomorrow, I'm going to be making a banner for the channel, and I'm going to be doing some pictures. I'll do a main photo where I'm flexing, and then I'll have like Mike Mentzer on the left side of me and Tom Platz on the right side, or something like that. And then I'll have like a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger with a circle and a thing through his face, or like an X through his face, and he'll be like upside down. On a cross. No, not that. No, but that's what I'll do. Yeah. But like me, Tom Platz, Mike Mentzer. And yeah, me in the middle, and it'll say like John's Bodybuilding. Or, I mean, that, whatever. It might work, you know. I'll try it. And then I'll just do videos on supplements, diet, how to perform exercises. It's going to be only bodybuilding stuff. Like meals. Like I think I could do good at it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a bodybuilding channel. And then I'll do like a review channel, but I'm not going to really work on that much. I'll review one thing like every couple of weeks or whatever, if I have time. So yes. And then I'll do a crypto channel, and I'll try to do like weekly crypto updates or something. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, I got to talk specifically about cryptos. I'm still buying crypto. Let me just take a look at some of these. Okay, so the Dow is coming down a little bit more, but I think we are in the asshole hour. So I think the Dow is going to find a base, and then we could finish off back up over 1,000 points today. For real. Little correction upwards, I think, today. In the morning, snow squirrel. In the morning in Europe, it went down 1.3% again, and now we're up exactly that. Yeah. Nice shakeout. That's what a shakeout is. Comes down, now it's right back up. Scared a lot of people out, or it scared out as many people as they could, as the insiders could. The insiders, the people that know what's happening, what's coming, I think they want to buy, I think they want your stock. I think they want to pick up some cheap stock. They want to buy options. They want to go long. I really believe the market's going to keep going up. You know, this is crazy, though. It's crazy. So still not away from a potential crash bear market. You could go, right now we're in correction territory. We're having a correction. I wouldn't call it a bear market. I would say that we are in a bull market. Even if we enter into a bear market, doesn't mean it has to stay in bear territory for long at all. okay, they could put us into a bear market, and the insiders will just be loading up. And then all of a sudden it'll be bullish, crazy, everyone's happy. It's amazing how fast it can change, how fast people can go from fear to greed and then back to fear again. Because, money's involved. Anytime money is involved, that's a surefire way to get your emotions excited. So just be careful. Don't let them manipulate you. The main thing is you don't want to sell out of your silver bullion positions or your gold. You want to hold that for long term. I believe the stocks and the precious metal. So far away from it. Yeah. How much do you get paid to pump crypto? Shit, dude. I wish I made something. I get paid nothing. I've never made any money to talk about crypto. No, I've never made money to talk about anything. But I do make money on my Patreon because it's $10 a month, and I have 11 members. And I don't even do anything on there hardly. I put up a Patreon video like once every 3 months. And we still have 11 people that are supporting me. I think they know I'm trying, and I'm trying to do too much at once. And it's tough. But like I said, I keep thinking about this, like when you're going through a rough time, keep crawling through. Even if you have to crawl your way up to that top of that mountain and it freaking destroys your hands, you got blood all over you. Even if you're depressed, keep moving forward, okay? And you will get there. Your ultimate plan will come true, which is, for me, I want to own a house, have some animals, farm, and a few things like that, okay? I want to have a pond, fish, four-wheelers. I have a vision, and I'm going to stop at nothing until my vision is complete. All right? Even if I'm depressed, even if I'm losing money temporarily, even if gold and silver look like they're falling off a cliff. You got to keep your ultimate goal in mind. And when you do that, you're going to stay excited. You're going to stay happy. And you're going to be more likely to keep buying. How are the gains? The muscle gains are slow. The muscle gains are slow. Silver is bottomed. It is a right time to buy, dip, or to go down. Oh, I don't know. What's your name? Van. I'll just call you Van. I think it's a good time to buy if you've never bought. But I think it could go lower too. Maybe silver go to 55. I certainly think 50 should hold. But remember, it's manipulated. But, okay, the more they go against the grain, okay, in other words, it was easy for the manipulators to make silver drop from 120 down to 80, down to 70. That was fairly easy. But eventually there's going to be some support there. And then the manipulators have to spend more money to try to make it go lower before they can go long. So it becomes a costly endeavor at some point. The market makers and these insiders, they follow the path of least resistance. Once there starts to become some resistance, the insiders are going to go long again. Okay? And they know where that resistance is. They see all the market flows, everything. These guys are in charge of the complete stock market, everything. So once it becomes too costly to make silver go down anymore, then it's going to find a base. Okay? It's being manipulated down, and it's going to find a base. And then the people in the know are going to go long, and then silver is going to go up to probably 250 or something like that. There's no reason to be scared, guys. There's literally no reason to be scared. But definitely buy some silver, though, if you don't have any. They didn't fool me with anything. Little crash with my stocks all the way to zero, if that's what it takes. Yeah. Trump must be feasting on insider trading with advanced knowledge of plans. LTD 9. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm 100% sure. 100. Why do you think Trump wanted to fire a lot of those tax people and everything? Fire a lot of the, remember when they were the Doge team? They fired a lot of people. Now there's no one to stop him. Okay? These guys are going to take insider trading to a whole new level. I said Trump is all about the money. He's causing massive opportunities for insiders that know what he's going to do before he does it. Okay? Yeah, it's definitely not right. You know, maybe you could become jealous. Why can't we do that? It's not fair. It's never going to be fair. Okay? It's never going to be fair. Just do what you can do. Buy as much as you can buy. You're not going to be able to catch every single manipulated move. I wish I could. Okay? But the safest thing to do, I think, is just stay long, go long, and buy the dips. 40 something. This guy donated 43. Thank you, bro. Because I answered his question about the silver, I think. Thanks, Van. Trump insiders, I get paid tomorrow, so I hope it stays this low so I can get good prices when making my monthly investments. Yeah, Snow Squirrel. That's a good thing to do, is to buy silver once a month. Silver, or like you buy a 10th ounce of gold, or if you whatever you do. I think the best way to go is to try to buy silver at once a month and lower your average here. Okay. Well, for me, for a lot of people, if you're buying silver at $70, your average is going higher. But remember how much higher the silver price is going to go. Okay. Pretty soon, silver might be a lot harder to get. It might become unobtainium, as some people call it in the industry. Mike Maloney, I think, says silver is going to be unobtainium because all these big companies want it, and the bull case for silver is still there. You guys know that, don't you? With the Samsung batteries, electrification, we got to go to freaking 5G. The U.S. is way behind on its electricity investment. Okay, way behind. They're going to need a lot more silver to catch up. Okay, China is way above and beyond us in terms of how much electricity they can produce. And I think if we want to catch up to China, it's going to take a lot more silver. Okay, and then you got the data centers that use all these super thick silver wires and silver in their batteries. And silver is going to be for solar panels. With the price of oil, if oil keeps going up, people are going to want to use solar more for their houses. They're going to want to use electrical stoves rather than gas stoves. Okay? I see a huge case for silver. Solar panels use a lot of the silver up. They use a lot of the supply. And if that keeps growing, that's one of the reasons silver is in a supply deficit, is from solar panels. Okay, and once these electric cars start to take over more, there's going to be a lot of silver in these batteries. So, how much of silver do solar panels use? Solar panels contain about 20 grams of silver. So from one solar panel, there's around 20 grams. That's a lot. And I'm telling you, energy prices go up, people are going to get more solar. There's already solar fields being built. Just imagine what's going to happen in the Midwest. There's going to be way more solar fields. We need way more electricity in this country. We're behind. We're way behind. Okay. I wanted to know how much silver as a whole solar panels use. I think it's 20%, I heard, but I was going to look it up. I don't know what to type in. How much of the world's silver production is consumed by panels, you know? How much of the world's silver is used in solar panels? Let's see if it says. Just says 15 to 20 grams. That's not the right answer. No, it's not the right answer. Solar industry consumption. Silver at a 14-year high. Well, it's still at a high. I mean, it says solar PV manufacturing. PV share of industrial silver and PV share of total silver supply. So right now, it only goes back to 2024, but it looks like all the silver, 20% from total silver supply, and that's 2024. This could keep going higher. Okay. So something's got to break. It can't keep going like this, you know. The price of silver is going to keep going up. It has to go up. Otherwise, how do you get those new mines, the new production to get the silver that we need? Okay? So the silver price has to go up. Silver is just such a critical thing. We need to ensure that it's going to keep coming out of the ground. Higher prices could ensure that. It's going to get new mines to come online. That's what the world is going to need. And it takes years for a new silver mine to come online too. They got to get the permitting, the equipment, the workforce. I think the permitting takes the longest sometimes. But then you have to get all the equipment in place and ship all the trucks there and everything, and that costs millions of dollars. But yeah, it's crazy. Diamond hands. 3 bad trades done for the day. Pissed off, gave last week's profits back in 1 day. Damn, bro. Yeah. That's day trading sucks, dude. They know it's all manipulation. You're day trading. Day trading is so dangerous in this environment. They're purposefully trying to take your money. These insiders, they know what's going to happen before it happens. Okay? And you think you can beat that? Yeah, sometimes. But that means if you're winning, you have to anticipate what Trump is going to do. Nobody can do that. Basically, I mean, I did it a little bit. Everyone can do it a little bit here and there. But Trump is always going to throw that thing at you that completely shocks even me, even you. He's going to throw a monkey wrench in our plans to get rich. Okay? Yeah, I don't feel comfortable day trading in this environment of pure manipulation. Okay? That's why I'm getting more into long term. Stacking silver, gold, and dividend commodities. And oil stocks and gold stocks and silver stocks. Just long term. I'm willing to go through a dip because I'm looking at the goal 5 years, 10 years from now. You know, I'm planning on becoming a millionaire. Okay? But yeah, I'm sorry for you though, dude. I know that feels bad to give up those gains, okay? I know. I've given up plenty of gains before. Okay? Damn, that guy, he screwed up. It's all right, bro. You'll get it back. Yeah. Yeah, we both lost. Yeah, we both took a hit. I didn't know. I didn't know that it was going to be that bad that fast. I mean, with gold, it was just like, and usually once it starts free falling like that, it's going to get a major bounce. I mean, today we're not even getting a bounce. It's just brutal. Um, this during times like this, you just gotta freaking shut off your computer, and just buy and go long and stay long, you know, and just go on with your day. I'm happy to hold on to my long positions and just focus on my job, focus on YouTube, and if I have a paper loss, fine, because I know it's going to come back. I'm reasonably sure that it's going to come back. The gold and silver is going to come back with a vengeance. Now it might take 8 weeks, or it might take 3 months or 4 months, but some of my viewers are saying that by May 1st that silver and gold will start to go back up, and I would assume that the stock market will be going back up too. So some of my viewers that I trust, and so we're looking at May 1st. We'll see what's happening by then, okay? Bargain shopping is on. Yeah, bargain shopping for stocks today. Yes. If you haven't bought any silver stocks, Hecla Mining came down a lot, down to 17 or so. Courier came down, CDE. It looks like these stocks are going to keep coming down more, but you never know. They could reverse at any time. Okay. So I just like to go long. Like, really, I don't like to day trade that much. Okay. You're day trading a manipulated market where these insiders, they know every move, they know the playbook, and more importantly, the insiders can act as a single unit to make the markets move. Chilling here, going to study. Yeah, he's going to study your mistakes. Yeah, study your mistakes, but just don't dwell on them, we all have a tendency to think negatively sometimes, but just don't dwell on your mistakes too much. But yeah, you definitely want to study them a little bit. Make sure you don't make the same mistakes again. And it's hard to trade this market, okay? It's all fake. Milk is not good for you. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I don't believe in drinking cow milk. Maybe a couple thousand years ago, it would have been healthy. But nowadays, the cows are all injected with growth hormone, steroid tablets. Yeah, HGH and antibiotics. But what they do is they inject they put this, it's like some kind of a long thing, and they have a pill inside of it. It's a trenbolone pill. And they go, it shoots the pill inside the cow. It rips right through their skin, and a trenbolone pill goes inside the cow, and it makes them get jacked. And then they pump them with growth hormone, and then they jack up the price of the meat nowadays, and they're making thousands of dollars on one cow, It's and then these cows are so sick and so diseased, and you want to drink their milk? They're so sick and so diseased that they have to inject them with a lot of antibiotics so that they don't get massive abscesses and they don't get sick and die, basically, from the unhealthy diet. That's all grains. They feed the cows grains. That's not good. It's like when you go to the store and you buy a whole bunch of grains. No, people are not supposed to eat grains. They're supposed to eat fruits, vegetables, meats, fish, nuts, seeds. Okay? Any grains that we're supposed to have, we want them to be minimally processed. All right? Minimally processed. That's the key. Sell now and recover from the hoarding mentality. The hoarding mentality is really not a bad mentality. Okay? It's served me well. It served me well. Yeah. Oh, what about the Rockets trap card? So yeah, this is one of my newest cards that I got, the Hitmonchan. My Alakazam. So I might just try to buy silver now for the next few months. I might not even buy any more Pokemon cards because it's just silver is looking so good. I think I just got to buy more silver. Are you thinking about remodeling your room? Not until the price of silver goes up higher. We got to get back up to at least 120. Okay, at least. But I don't want to remodel it right now until I get more money. Okay. I really hope and silver drops a little bit more. That way you can get it by 100%. You know, to be honest with you, I don't want silver to drop anymore. I would like it to keep going higher. But if it does drop, I'll be buying. Okay? What I want right now, I want silver to go up to $500 tomorrow. It's not going to happen, okay? It's not that easy to get rich. Getting rich is a battle. We're going to battle here with a depressing gold and silver price. They're trying to make our minds all fucked up, okay? They're trying to get us to sell, to abandon our silver stacking strategy. And I'm not going to ever abandon that strategy because they're going to crush the dollar. They're going to overinflate the currency. And gold and silver, best place to be long term. Very stable. Long term. Short term, no. But in 10 years from now, gold's probably going to be 40 grand. 20 years from now, gold will probably be 120 grand. 30 years, gold will probably be 400 grand. Okay? In 10 years from now, silver will probably be like 400, 500. 20 years from now, silver will probably be over 1,000. In 30 years, silver will probably be well over 2,000 to 3,000. Okay? So the long-term strategy I'm super bullish on. Keep on stacking silver, keep on stacking gold. Okay? The dollar is going to keep going down. Silver and gold are going to keep going up. Use talk and text wanted to drop so I can get my 100 and then get rich. Talk and text. I don't know what you're referring to, Robbie. Good to see you, though. Saf Frontier. It's not going to hit zero anytime soon from space mining. Not within the next 20 years. No, space mining is BS, okay? 80, yeah, there you go, 80 plus years. Not likely for 80 plus years, yeah. Space mining, no. If silver was worth like 2 million an ounce, maybe they would try to space mine it, okay? But it's just it's a cool strategy that they think someday it could work. But you know how much money it would cost to go mine in space and then bring it back to the Earth? I don't know. It's going to be in the billions, and they can't even have that. They can't even do that. They can't do it. And if they could, it would not be profitable. Okay. So yeah, maybe in 80 years, space mining will become a thing, but we don't have to worry about that. How do you know? There's no way. In order to do space mining, you need to populate the planet. You would need to get huge machines. No, you would need refining equipment on the planet. How are we going to do that? No. You need to ship all the raw materials, all the commodities, the metals, the food, the people. You know, they can never space mine. I think the world will implode before we mine in space. Yes. I think Jesus will return before we start to space mine. The world will be over. It'll be done. The book of Revelation, the end of the world. You know, I believe the world's going to end in the next 30 or 40 years. Okay? I hope not, but I think that it may. Graphene-coated copper will replace silver's utility if it gets too expensive. Yeah, people have been saying that for years, but nothing has really beat silver, okay? Maybe in some applications, yes, graphene can replace silver, but not a lot, okay? There's really nothing that beats silver. But maybe you'll be right, okay? Space mining is another Elon Musk scam. Right, I don't believe in space mining. It's so impractical. Like I said, you know, sure, we could go out and mine for some silver in space if silver was worth millions per ounce. Maybe. But even then, I think silver would have to be worth in the billions per ounce before they would actually start undergoing on multi-year projects to try to go into space. You know, it would take years and years and years to put together the team that could do this. You know, it's just stupid. Musk is an idiot. I don't even, maybe he's not as smart as he says he is, you know. I started thinking that Musk was a scammer because he didn't even know anything about that game. Supposedly, he was some kind of master gamer, but he didn't really know much about it. So I think he bought his account and deceived everyone to make everyone think that he was a master gamer. You know, he seems like a scammer to me. Okay? If he's going to scam people on his gaming account, then he'll scam people in other areas too. So I'm not a big believer in Musk. I think he's kind of connected. I think he's connected with the insiders. For sure. Okay? 100%. Teslas aren't autonomous. No, they're not yet. Teslas are autonomous, but regulation and safety isn't 100% guaranteed. Yeah, so I don't know if you're allowed to use them in autonomous mode in every state. So maybe they are fully autonomous, though. But it's not really guaranteed to be safe yet, I don't think. It's not fully approved. Grifter steals just like parents. Jason, you may be right. I mean, I think Musk is a grifter. He definitely seems like a grifter. It's the perfect word to describe him. Thank you. Musk stated timeline for fully autonomous vehicles is always a lie. Yeah, he's probably just trying to sell his stock, you know? And I've been drawn into this, and I got into Tesla, and I got out. Okay? I got out. I made some money on some TSLL option calls, and I was getting bullish on Tesla for a time, but it's really disappointed me now. I was very bullish on Tesla. And I kind of still am, but it's kind of like I don't know. It's not doing anything, and I don't know. Tesla's been a disappointment. I still think it could definitely go to $1,000 a share, 100%. But right now it's a disappointment, and I don't really feel like spending $400 or whatever per share. I just don't want to. Because if I buy a share of Tesla for 400 or whatever, and it doubles, that's not that good. Okay? It's not that good. I'm looking for other stuff. I'm looking for triples at least triples. That's why I got into gold and silver, because I was looking for triples, quadruples. I got some too. And I sold. Some of my, I definitely don't want to brag because I'm also taking a hit right now. But I did make many, many hundreds of percent on some option calls that I had. I bought them for freaking like nothing, and I had First Majestic options. I made like $8 grand or something when I sold those. McEwen Mining, I made like maybe another 7 or 8,000 bucks. You know, I don't want to brag though, because I'm also losing money too. So thanks for that, whatever that thing was. F. It says press F. What the heck was that? The autonomous driving is very primitive, but it's real. Yeah, I think I've seen it a few on YouTube, I guess. Now that I think about it, I have seen it on YouTube. But they just are not like allowed to do it in every state. He says F. F times 2. Times 3. What is that? What F you, bro? What is that? Musk promised return on investment on Tesla rented out for autonomous taxi service. It's all a lie. Damn. It's all a lie for the insiders, for the insider trading probably. Damn. Yeah, the Bible says trust no man. Okay? I don't trust Elon Musk, and I don't trust Donald Trump. Trust no man. Right in the Bible. Right in the fucking Bible it says that. Okay? So don't even think about putting your trust in Trump. He's always going to deceive you. Always going to deceive you. FSD can't react the same as a human would with specific situations. Exactly. AI can never react the same way a human would. Okay? It could possibly be programmed to attempt to. But that's always going to be the great debate. Can AI act in a way that it is ethical? You know? That's what I'm looking for. Ethical. And it's questionable what AI can really do. Waymo is way ahead of Tesla. Waymo? I never heard of them. LTD? I never heard of Waymo. The biggest company in the world is the most advanced machine learning products. Still can't get fed to outperform people that tells you AI will accomplish in our future. Dang. Yeah, it's crazy. AI's come a long way, though, but there's no telling what it can do in the future. Maybe it will be able to outperform on these various tasks. But who knows? AI has really dropped off a lot. It's a lot of bearish sentiment, and that's just what you're saying is bearish sentiment. That's what we see now. I think that AI stocks will come back for sure. They're going to come back, I believe. It's out here in West Coast. Waymo. Is it electric cars or something? Google founded and uses LiDAR. Oh, yeah, so it's a competitor. Okay. It's a competitor. I feel like I got to go back to sleep. And then I got to wake up and hopefully make some eggs and then go to work. Waymo uses Filipinos to drive. Ow. All right, guys, that's about all I got for you today. We're actually got 13 people in here now, but I'm basically feel like I'm brain dead. I'm about to pass out. Silver holding in there, $69 per ounce. So it's up $1.38. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's going to be cool, guys. It's going to be fun. I just bought 10 AGQ at $3.58 on Friday. I'm ahead on those. I'm up on those. I'm making money on silver, guys. And I just bought 10 more AGQ today. So will I be up on them, or will I be down on all of my shares? We're only going to find out later. Okay, guys? So check back in with me later. Find out if I lost money on my AGQ purchase. Remember, AGQ. That's the silver ETF, okay? Very bullish on it. Very bullish. If silver and gold got into a fight, who would win? I think silver would win. Silver would win because there's more silver around. So we can team up on the gold. Well, honestly, there's a lot of the silver gets used up. And there might be more gold in the world. But who would win? I still think silver would win because it's more useful. It's got more uses. There's a better case to be bullish on silver, I think, than gold. Silver does not produce income, just boys. Well, silver just gave me some income. I just sold. Well, I had 160 AGQ. I sold all of them. I panic sold all of them. I made a lot of money. So he says, silver does not produce income. Well, trading paper silver does, okay? So what I do is I try to trade the paper silver and use that money to add to other positions, such as one of those positions could be physical gold or silver. Oh yeah, silver produces a lot of income. Definitely, if you sell it, you make money on it, and then you rebuy. But oh yeah, shit, dude. Especially if you buy silver and then it skyrockets in value, that'll increase your net worth, bro. That's gonna pay off. It's gonna be worth it, in my opinion. If you're buying, as long as you buy it at the right price, okay. If you bought silver at 120, then it's not going to produce any income for a long time. Maybe you'll have to wait for 4 months or 6 months. It's a long time to wait. All right. If you want to get back up to that $120 level, I think it could take 4 months, which sucks. But it's the world we live in. We'll have to deal with it, guys. Hoarding Chuck E. Cheese tokens have a better ROI. Well, fuck. I bought silver first at $5 an ounce. So I think my ROI is good. It's good. Yeah. It's very easy to hate on silver. So you'll see a lot of people that will try to deceive you. Say that silver does not produce, it's not an income producing asset. But that doesn't mean it's no good. Does not mean it's no good, okay? So don't let these people deceive you just from making one point when I can make a counterpoint. So this time it's different. Eric, buy high, sell low, guys. SHIB needs to burn 400 trillion Yeah, Shiba. Yeah, they will. They will. They need to burn 400 trillion. I believe that they will. Okay? Or if they don't, then I'll be on my deathbed and I'll say I was wrong. I thought they were going to burn more Shiba, you know? I'll be like 90 years old or 100 years old on my deathbed. And I'll say I was wrong. Okay? And I'll put it on YouTube. I'll say, I was wrong, guys, about Shiba. I'm 98 years old. And I said that they would burn more tokens. And I'll say I was wrong. And I'll be dead. And I'll die. And only some of you will be around to see that, if it happens. The ones of you who are younger than me. Because if you're older than me, then you might die before I die. So, what is in your hand? Oh, it's a butterfly. It's a Kershaw. I just play with it like a fidget spinner, you know. That's my fidget spinner. And it can strengthen the hands too. Also, like this. You got to do it evenly too. It's called bone smashing, okay? It can really help bring out your facial structure. Make you look a little bit more masculine, all right? You could look up Clavicular. He talks more about bone smashing. So diamond hands. Yes, diamond hands. Yes. You are going to miss out on generational wealth. Yeah, that guy Eric seems like he's going to miss out on it. Yeah. This time, yeah, Eric, come on, get out of here, Eric. Come on. We only want the bulls here, all right? We've seen enough bearishness already. Okay, give it a break. If you were the one of the people that said silver was going to crash, okay, good job. All right? Now chill out. You got what you wanted. It crashed. We all lost some money, okay? Now quit hating. I even guarantee, I promise you, if you see silver go low enough, you're going to buy it. But I bet you it won't go low enough for you. You're going to miss it. I promise you. I bet you anything. Silver is not going to go as low as you want it to go, and you're never going to buy it. You got it in your head. If silver goes to $30, then I'll buy it. I bet you're never going to buy it. Because you have that mentality that you just think it's going to keep dropping and dropping just because you want it to. Just because you hope it does. You secretly want to buy it, Eric. I know you want some silver. Okay? Oh, he says he's a bull. I'm just riding the wave. Shiba Inu Pepe. Hey, MK. What's up, MK? Hey, can I talk to you about Jesus? We got another Jesus. We got another Jesus freak in here, guys. Oh, no. Yes, Jesus. I fully support Jesus. I consider myself a Christian. I just haven't been baptized yet, but I do plan to. Okay? But I am a believer. All right? I buy real estate. I eat after midnight and take baths. Says LOL. Yes, Jesus. I don't think Eric believes in Jesus. He thinks he was just a normal bro that just walked around 2,000 years ago and just magically made some fish appear and magically healed some random people and came back from the dead. He just thinks he's a random bro and he made everything up. No. There's a reason that Christianity is so widespread and that it exploded as a religion. It's because people actually saw him when he came back. And then there's going to be another coming. There's going to be a second coming. Second coming of Christ. So that could be in the next 5 or 10 years. But who knows? Jesus was big on silver. I wish. If he was, I'd be talking about it every day. Like, Jesus said buy silver. Yeah, Jesus was not that big on silver. He was, he said the meek shall inherit the earth. He stressed the importance of seeking God over worldly possessions, So I feel like, I don't know. You're out of it, my man. Yeah, dude. I'm a little out of it. Hey, yeah, I bought SOFI, everybody. I bought some. Okay, so I'm in it. I'm in it now. It's exciting. I'm just gonna let it sit there in my account, and I'll just look at it every once in a while. I'll see how it's doing, and maybe add a little bit more. Heaven and hell is real. Yeah, Tom Hawk. Yeah, a lot of people are going to come to God the closer we get to the end, I think. We'll see a lot more people coming to God, yeah. And it's crazy that they have so many different religions, but it really all goes back to Cain, Abel, and yeah, it goes back to Cain and Abel. That's how all these different religions were created. John bought a big bank. Bro, you can do covered calls on Sophie for some nice weekly income. Okay, thanks for that tip. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I should be doing covered calls on all my stuff, probably. Yeah. I had planned on starting to do that soon but I didn't get to it. I got to talk to you about that soon. I got your email. I got your email somewhere in here. I know I have it. I'm going to look through my papers and I'll get a hold of you soon. I think I got the next 2 days off, but it's 1:06 p.m. Kane was flaunting his silver and Abe knocked him out with a gold bar. Abel knocked out Kane with a gold bar. It says a rock. But there was a great split many, many years ago, probably 4,000 to 5,000 years ago. There was a great split in humanity. And some people kept following God, the real God, and others turned to other gods, which were actually demons that were pretending to be gods, okay? It's crazy. But yes, there is really a spiritual war. There are really angels. There's really demons, okay? It's crazy. Oh, there's your email. Yeah, my music, page X. PAGE. Okay. I gotta send you a message soon, and then we gotta talk about you helping me out with figuring out how to do the covered calls and stuff on the account. I'll just put it right here. Damn it. Damn it. Oh. All right, guys. Sticky notes. Yeah, okay. I gotta go, guys. Okay? I hope that the next time we meet, the next time we talk, things are looking a little bit better. I hope silver's up and gold's up, all right? We got to take this. We got to show this Eric guy what's up. This guy is not a believer. He doesn't believe in silver. Eric, I'm not sticking around for you because you're not even bullish on silver, dude. You're not even bullish, okay? Covered calls right now, 240 call every 2 weeks. Yeah. That's the way to do it, man. So I gotta learn some stuff from you. I'm gonna go back to bed and then try to wake up and try to go to work, okay? Thanks, guys. Good to see everybody today. But yeah, it looks like gold is still down $100. All right. Let's see what happens later. I'll let you guys know. I'll do a video from work today, okay?